And if Tate was a stock, dude, I would have gotten fucking
pumped.
rich.
Yes.
And I was right. And the reason I was right is because I understood where things were going. So with that being said, I was like, hey, I saw, we've been doing business on certain things, just like I do business with hundreds of people. And I was doing my stuff in Southeast Europe. And I said, hey, Tate, I'm nearby. And he's like, pull through. So came by, just hung out, had a good time. And we just literally just talked about what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Right. And you want to be in circles and situations and rooms with people that are intelligent, people that are more intelligent with you, people that know information that you don't know. And another guy that's an absolute killer is their cousin Luke. Like that guy is a fucking gem.
Smart guy.
And one of the big things that I realized, and this is probably a highlight, whether you're left wing, right wing, whether you believe in this, whether you don't believe in this, no wings, chicken wings, it doesn't fucking matter. They have something that's extremely important. They have unity.
Yeah.
They take care of each other. So you need to be able to, regardless of the messenger, be able to look at a message and ask yourself, is there anything valuable worth extracting? Pull the meat, leave the bones. Most people look at something and they're like, oh, this is shit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not shit. Maybe you are shit. Or maybe it's a different opinion. You don't have to love what everybody says, but maybe you can pull something that is useful for you. So what am I as a student of life? I want to expose myself in situations, put myself in scenarios, comfortable, uncomfortable, good, and bad, where I can excel. And what I came to realize, and Nate came to realize the same thing, is that these dudes have opinions that we don't agree with. They have opinions that we do agree with. But at the end of the day, I realized that they have something really, really important. This is the biggest highlight. They have each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, if you, I don't care what side political side you're on. If you don't have a strong team, if you can't look at how a bunch of,
we're in a world where everybody wants to do it by themselves.
Exactly.
Because the raps tell them, hey, I did it by myself from the ground up, right?
Exactly.
I'm self-made. The news tells them,
let me tell you something, motherfuckers. Self-made doesn't exist.
Yeah, you can't do that shit alone. You need a team, you need a unit, and you need a strong team and unit.
Just like I sat down with the head of the central bank of Albania, I sat down to learn. Do you think I agree with his globalist agenda? No, I don't.
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? I'm here to learn, dude.
Yeah.
I'm here to learn. And when you're friends with people and you humble yourself and you put yourself in a situation to learn, you can learn a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what I came to realize is they're more balanced than a lot of people think. There's things that they do that I don't agree with, but I'm not supposed to agree with everything.
Yeah.
If you're only hanging out with people that agree with everything that you do and say, then you're never going to grow. Yeah. Nobody's ever challenging you. Nobody's ever pushing you. And I'll give you one example, right? I did quite well in the bull run and things of this nature. And I was like, okay, Tristan, should I buy a supercar? And he's like, why not?
Yeah.
And we started talking about the pros and cons of having one, right? Like the brokers would be like, well, it's not an ROI positive investment when it comes to
depreciation.
But then he's like, well, let's talk about all the other verticals where it is valuable. And then he started making me realize, and he challenged me to do something that I didn't want to do because he had a good point. Whether I agree with his worldview on this or on that or on this, he had a good point about this specific topic. And dude, I've sat with people that I don't agree with fundamentally at their at the core, and I sit down and I listen. And I think if you instill that as a way of being and as a lifestyle, you can learn from everybody.